Hi guys, so today we are talking about something really good. But before we talk about what we really have for today, I just want to remind you that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Subscribe guys, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell so that you get notified when a video drops. Guys, today we are talking about the abundance mindset. And a few days ago, I was thinking about this thing. It made me, write a post on Facebook about it, on Instagram too, about it. And I mentioned how that developing or having this thing called the abundance mindset has worked for me in such a way that it switches things up in my favor because of I have developed this abundance mindset. And I just decided, okay, yeah, let's talk about it more in depth so that people, know what it really means to have an abundance mindset. And what is an abundance mindset? So it means having this view of life that the resources in this world are limitless. The things you have, opportunities, wealth, whatever it is at all, having the mindset that they are limitless. There's no limit to what you can have in this world. It's like having the mindset that there is a chance for everybody to succeed in this life. The sky is big enough. It is big enough to accommodate everybody. Everybody, it is really big enough to accommodate everybody. So, guys, I just want to talk about how to develop this abundance mindset. And number one way or step to develop an abundance mindset is gratitude. You cannot go far or you cannot develop this abundance mindset when you are ungrateful. When you're always thinking about what you don't have, you never thought about what is available. Your mind is always focused on what is not there. Then you're not ever going to develop this mindset. You're not ever going to feel like there's a chance for you. So you have to develop an abundance mindset by being grateful. Be thankful. If possible, have a gratitude journal where you write down the things you're grateful for. If you know you're not naturally a grateful person, it will be very important, like a very practical step to develop that mindset of gratitude is to have a gratitude journal. And write down the simplest of things that you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be something big before you're grateful for it. It could be something as easy as being able to sleep in a comfortable bed or being able to take your bath. Some people are bedridden and so they do not have the opportunity to get up their bed and take their bath. Some people are bedridden and so they have to be wiped down all the time before that's their own definition of having a bath. But for you, you can stand up from your bed and take your bath. That is something to be grateful for. So have a gratitude journal and at least write 10 things that you are grateful for in a day, daily. Ensure that you have up to 10 things there. And it doesn't have to really be big things. The simplest of things are things that really show how grateful you are. So yeah, gratitude. And then number two, I want you to surround yourself with people who have the abundance mindset. This thing doesn't just come from for the sake of it. If you are around people who are every day being negative, I can assure you that you would never see the good things in life. You would always feel that there is no chance for you to succeed. And definitely, if you're thinking like that, you're not going to succeed at anything. So you have to surround yourself with people who have this mindset. Somebody who is thinking that there is room for you to succeed. Someone who's always there to remind you that you have a chance of making it. Surround yourself with those kind of people. Number three, I want you to develop a mastery of what you already know. If, for example, you're just, you're done with school and the only thing you're thinking about is how that there's no job. I mean, Nigeria is already terrible as it is. There's no job. There is nothing. It's nothing for you. You're leaving school and you're coming into the job market with the mindset that this one, everybody's still carrying file up and down. Is it possible for me to get a job? If you're coming out with that mentality, guys, it will take a while before you get something, if you even get at all. And even if you get, you might get a really terrible job. So you have to be positive. You have to live with the mind of it doesn't matter the people that are still crawling around looking for jobs. For you, there is a possibility. You have to have that kind of mindset and also develop mastery of that skill or that thing you have that you're bringing to the job market. So you finish from school, right? And then you study something around the area of economics, finance, accountancy, all of that. It behooves on you to develop mastery in those areas. When you develop mastery, and mastery I mean is every day, what are you doing to get better at that thing you study, at that thing that is your field? What are you doing to get better? So at the end of 365 days, at the end of a year, you are, 365 times better than you were when you left school. So you have to develop mastery at that thing you're doing. That way, there is this assuredness, some sort of certainty that you can get what you're actually looking for. All right? And then finally, I want us to train yourself or train your brain to begin to think that there are possibilities in this life, possibilities of making it, possibilities of doing a lot of things. If your mind is one directional, you will find it hard to think about the possibility of other things. That is why some people get stunned, or some people get surprised, or they yield. That's a Nigerian slang. They just be like, how's that possible? Like, for things like miracles. When a miracle occurs, something you think it is out of the natural. Because your mind is not trained to think of the possibilities of those things happening, you're just thinking only one way. This is the only way to get this thing. You're not thinking that there is other ways to arrive at the same result. Just like we have 8. To get 8, you can do 5 plus 3. To get 8, you can do 4 plus 4. So there are different ways to arrive at your answer. But to you, the only one in your head is 4 plus 4. It never occurred to you that 5 plus 3 can also give you 8. And when somebody tells you you can also get 8 by doing 5 plus 3, you be like, what's that? That's how it is in life. If you begin to think there is only one way to achieving your result or your goal, then that is the only way to succeed, to work for you. And perhaps that doesn't work. You think that it's done for, there's no way you're going to get what you want. So you have to train your mind, train your brain to begin to see the possibilities that are available in this world. And I don't just mean in your career only, in life generally. In meeting people, if you're a spiritual person, in the spiritual things, when it comes to what God has in stock for you, you have to think that there are lots of possibilities. The things that you're not thinking right now, like there is someone somewhere who has another way of making that work. But just because you don't know of that way doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So you have to allow your brain or help yourself to begin to think that there is a possibility that those things could come to pass. Guys, that is how you have an abundance mindset. That is how you get rid of scarcity mindset. And just to give you a little definition of what scarcity mindset is thinking that there's no there's no way of doing something, that it's only limited to some people. Since there is no job, so having jobs is for a selected number of people. Being prosperous is for a selected number of people. And we keep saying, oh, there's only 1% of people who are successful, who are very, very wealthy. And then you allow yourself to think, oh, it's impossible to be part of that 1%. And when you start thinking like that, voila, you're not going to be there. You're not going to be among that 1%. So it's all on you. Number one, I said for you to be grateful. You have to develop a gratitude attitude. And number two, I want you to surround yourself with people who have this abundance mindset. Number three, you have to develop mastery. Mastery is very important. Develop mastery. You have to develop mastery of that skill that you have. If you don't have any skill at all, get the skill and be master at it. And then finally, train yourself, train your mind, train your brain to think that the possibilities are endless. Possibilities to get to whatever are endless. So that you don't have to go one direction. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye, guys.